Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's Alondra, of course. I'm coming at y'all with a story time, but this one is probably one of my favorites, y'all. This is the story time I met the cutest nigga alive. I'm just playing, but this is the story time I went on a blind date. It was the best date ever. I know people are like, you know, blind dates from hell, worst dates ever. I haven't had that. This was literally
top five.
Forget all of the hype. Let me tell y'all exactly what happened. So this is how it went down. So y'all, as some of y'all may know, if you've seen my other videos, I went to Clark, Atlanta, which is in Atlanta, Georgia. So I was out in Atlanta, Georgia, and I knew a few people before I moved out there. Well, let's say a couple. I knew a couple people before I moved out there. So, you know, once I got out there, you know, they will always ask to hang out with me. So let's go ahead and give everybody names because I just need to get y'all acquainted. So the girl who I knew, let's call her Tiffany. So one day I'm at school, I'm in my dorm, and Tiffany calls me and she's like,
"Hey girl, what you doing tonight?"
Nothing. Why?
I kind of want to know if you can come on a blind date with me. Please?
A blind date? No. What I look like? I ain't the help. No, find somebody else.
Alondra, no, for real. This dude is fine. Like, I'm not playing. Like, I'm just going out with my dude and his friend is with him. Like, for real, Alondra, he's fine. I would not lie to you.
I don't know. We got different tastes, and you know I'm picky. But you know what? I don't got nothing else to do no way. So, yeah, I'll come.
Girl, thank you. You won't regret it.
After we get off the phone, I'm like, you know what, whatever. Like, I'm in Atlanta. Like, I wanted to come out here anyways. I wanted to meet people anyways. So let me go on this blind date and okay, like, just see what it's about. So I hop in my little car, my little two-seater, and I head downtown Atlanta. We went to some restaurant. It was like a Chinese restaurant or whatever, but it was like really pretty, and like it was like a small restaurant. Like, it was set up kind of like, to me it looks like a hookah bar, but it was a small little Chinese restaurant or whatever. So yeah, once I first pulled up to the restaurant, I go ahead, park. She said that they were already inside, so I was like, all right, let me, you know, make my entrance. So I head in and I see them sitting down at a table, 3 of them. So I've never met her dude before, Tiffany's dude. I never met him. So I didn't know who was who's for me, what's going on, why'd I get out the bed and come here? Like, I don't know who's for me. So she introduced me to her boyfriend, and I was like, oh, okay, nice to meet you, ugly. And on to the next, who's this guy? So she introduces me to him. He stands up to greet me, like, you know, just to say hey or whatever. And literally, my head went like this. He was 6'5". I was like, girl, what did I do to deserve this? What did I do? Anyways, not only was he 6'5", y'all, yellow bone. Now, I don't discriminate, y'all. I like all shades of the black community. But this fella was just nicely complected, that's all. He was yellow bone, red hair, freckles. I was like, you know I like him weird. He ended up being fine, y'all. Let's call him Kendrick, okay? So I was like, dang, I was thinking in my head like, Kendrick fine. And me and her nudging each other like, girl, thank you, bitch, thank you. Like, you know, but Kendrick was rude. Like, he wasn't trying to talk to me at the table. He was just like, did not care that a pretty young thing was in his presence. And I didn't appreciate that. So I was like, oh, forget this. Like, nah, like, if he don't want to talk to me, you know, fine. He could be cute, but I'm not about to stress over him. I'm not about to chase him. I'm not about to act interested at all. So I sat back, ate my food, talked to everybody at the table. You know, I was still having a good time. And it was time for us to go. So I was like, I mean, it was a nice, good eye candy, but okay, guess I won't hear from him ever again. But even though we were about to leave, Tiffany, she didn't want to leave her dude just yet. Like, they wanted to continue the night. So Tiffany was like, girl, like, she didn't have a car. She used like public transportation, you know, to get around. I had a car. So she was like, girl, I really want to go back to her boyfriend's house or whatever. I was like, well, I really don't want to go. Kendrick a mute, so it ain't no point me going, like, you know. And she was like, no, girl, like, just come on, like, let's go to the house. Like, maybe, you know, when we all like chilling and settle down and more relaxed, maybe he'll loosen up and talk to you. And I was like, I'm not about to be taking too many like losses for the team. Like, I'm just not trying to do that or whatever. So I decided, okay, I'll go to your boyfriend's house, you know, just finish chilling for the night. Tiffany was like, all right, cool, Kendrick gonna ride with you. So she could ride in the car with her boyfriend and be alone, and they could just ditch him. I'm like, okay, whatever. So he comes, gets in the car, like, so we can ride out to her boyfriend's house. Now, Atlanta, everything is like far out. Like, when someone says they live in Atlanta, they don't live in Atlanta. They live in whatever them cities is, Marietta. I don't even know. But they don't be living in Atlanta. They be living in them other cities that be 30 minutes, 40 minutes out. So it's late at night, like 11 o'clock at night. We driving like literally like 30 to 40 minutes out. So this was a long car ride. Me and Kendrick are in the car. Like, I didn't know it, but this was gonna be a long car ride. So knowing me, like, I'll start a conversation. Like, I'm not about to sit anywhere and be awkward around people. So if we want to talk, then I'm gonna talk. I just started talking to him. Like, I just was like, where you from? Regular, basic questions, just trying to get to know him just a little bit, you know, just have a little car conversation or whatever. So, you know, we ended up having a conversation, and first, I don't even remember what we talked about, y'all, but as always, my charm worked.
Top five, top five, top five.
So he loosened up. Like, we in the car laughing, we talking about just different stuff. Like, we started talking about his exes and relationships. Like, we was just going all deep in this 40-minute car ride. So by the time we make it to the apartment, we damn near a couple. Like, we cool. So we get to the apartment, we chill with them for the whole night. Everything was good. Like, you know, they was just chilling, drinking, like turning up, like just real chill. And it was just real cool. And even that night when it was time to leave, like, he kind of didn't really want me to go. Like, he asked my number, we exchanged numbers, and like, he walked me to the car, gave me a hug, goodbye. And it was like, Kendrick, different person than before. So you've loosened up a bit. So that was like the first thing or whatever. I'm not gonna lie. I thought, even though we exchanged numbers, I still thought, you know, this was just a random dude I met just for the night, you know, taking one for the team. I didn't think anything of it, didn't think I would hear from him again. Come to find out, Tiffany and her boyfriend broke up like a week or two later. Me and Kendrick, however, we kept talking, hanging out. He would come over to my dorm. I would go out to clubs with him. I would go over to his house. Like, we was really talking hard. And we like kept talking for like the rest of the time me being in Atlanta. I like brought him out with my girls and was like, yeah, y'all, this bae. Everyone was like, girl, he's cute. Like, girl, he's tall, ain't he? I know. I know, that's it. You know, like, I was like, yeah. But he was broke, y'all. He was a broke nigga. He was broke. They all are. All the cute ones be broke. But besides that, me and Kendrick talked for months. Even when I moved back to Texas, we stayed in touch for like a year later and everything. Like, we really kicked it off. And Tiffany would hit me back like and be like, dang girl, you still talk to him? And I was like, yeah. Like, we ended up just becoming really cool basically. And that was like a really cool blind date. Like, I never had went on a blind date before, so I was super nervous because I always see on movies and TV that blind dates are always with the ugliest of the ugliest. Like, it's always the losers who need somebody to, you know, entertain them for the date. So I wasn't even trying to do it, but it was just like, I went, and why he was so fine. Like, that was just crazy to me. And he was cool. So I was like, you know what? My girl Tiffany looked out for me. My blind date from heaven, best date ever, turned into some good memories. Now I wouldn't knock it. But yeah, y'all, that's the end of my story. Blind date gone right. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and also let me know about your blind dates below. Like, have y'all been on one? Do you want to try it? Are you scared of blind dates? Have you had a worst date, etc.? Let me know in the comments below. Subscribe if you haven't already. You can subscribe directly to my channel by hitting this button right here, and also check out other story times from me right here. All right, yeah, I'll see y'all in my next video.